Hare Krishna, welcome back to another session of Bhagavad Gita. We are going to look at the principle today. Material well-being follows spiritual well-being. We all want to begin a spiritual life and live a spiritual life. And Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita is teaching us by teaching Arjuna how to live a spiritual life. Arjuna does not want to fight. To protect his citizens is his duty, his job. He's telling Krishna he is going to resign his job, go into a cave, and just sit there to become spiritual. That is Arjuna's plan. Krishna is trying to explain to Arjuna it is not possible for a person to not perform any action. And this is the verse that Krishna tells Arjuna. Everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. To fight is Arjuna's job. He is a Kshatriya. He has an inclination to give protection to his citizens. Now, inclination that he has, if he keeps it to a side and goes sits in a cave, that's not going to make him spiritual. What's going to make him spiritual? To understand, oh, this is my psychophysical nature. And according to my psychophysical nature, when I take up activity and do that activity, it will purify me, heading me on a spiritual path. That is real beginning of spiritual life. We are all spirit souls. The nature of a soul is to be active. And because body is a house in which the soul lives, body is inclined to do action, right? Try sitting in a place for an hour and 2 hours and 3 hours. One becomes so restless doing nothing. One wants to get up, do some activity, and each individual picks up activity that is suiting to his nature. This body is like a car, right? A car is often parked in a parking lot or a garage. Until and unless a driver comes, sits in the car and wants to move the car doesn't move. Similarly, body is a vehicle in which the soul sits because the soul has desires. Soul wants to move from one place to another, do certain activities, the body moves. And Krishna is saying the kind of desires we have are motivated by modes of nature usually. Now, Arjuna's desire to not fight is also being motivated by the modes of material nature, in one sense. Krishna is helping Arjuna to go beyond those modes of material nature. Action, one has to perform action. Now, what kind of action to perform? Krishna is saying, perform action that is beneficial for all living beings. Arjuna is thinking about himself, his grief. He's thinking, hey, I cannot fight, you know what? Because after I kill my brothers, it will be difficult for me to live without them. Krishna is saying, think above yourself for the welfare of all beings. Duryodhana and party are not virtuous people. If they rule the country, it's going to be disastrous and the whole humanity will suffer. Thus, Arjuna, you should fight and you should kill them. Now, for us, what action are we supposed to perform? Action that is beneficial for all living beings. The principle is the same. One can be concerned about one's own occupation driven by the modes of nature. And one can say, oh, I'm doing my job, I'm well off, I have a job, I have some bank balance, I can maintain myself. Nice. Krishna is saying, think about that. Engage in work that is beneficial for the spiritual upliftment of all living beings. Taking care of material well being is one way of living life. Krishna is suggesting work for spiritual upliftment while taking care of material needs. Right? Krishna is saying material well being follows spiritual well being. If my spirit is happy, contented, satisfied, jolly, that will exhibit in my body. The question would be then, how do I apply this principle of working for the upliftment of all beings? Krishna recommends chanting of the Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is a very ancient mantra, and it is called Mahamantra because it is the mother of all mantras. By chanting this mantra, the soul within becomes peaceful and purified, and it helps not only us but the whole universe. The living beings in the entire universe are uplifted spiritually by the hearing of this mantra. It brings in purification, and this is the way Krishna is recommending us to live life. So let us all pray that we have time in our day to take time and practice the chanting of this Mahamantra for purification of our soul and work towards the upliftment, spiritual upliftment of all beings. Thank you. Hare Krishna.